Hello YouTube, welcome back. If you're a subscriber, thank you. I'm sorry this video took so long. If you're new here, this should explain what the channel is all about. Be sure and watch till the end. And if you're my wife, happy birthday. This is for you. This is the oldest photo we have of our house. It was taken in 1974, but we know the house is much, much older than that. Several people estimate the house was built in the late 1700s. This is what it looked like the day we arrived, in May of 2007. It was an exciting day for everyone. A beautiful farmhouse on the rolling hills in central Massachusetts, in rustic New England. We had our wedding here that fall. Best day ever. Then we got a farm tractor and started digging the garden, discovering a few rocks. In '08, we survived a sick ice storm, but we recovered. And in the spring of '09, we planted the first half of our vineyard. It was a glorious day, and life was good. We expanded the garden and started growing lots and lots of vegetables. We even hit a few farmers markets. We had a lot of fun. Basically living the dream. Unfortunately, late that summer, 2 years after moving here, we discovered something the previous owners of this house had left behind. This is Reticulotermes flavipes, the eastern subterranean termite. The trim here is completely hollow, and there's termites running through it. You can see them just running around. This is the sheathing right here, which is also filled with mud. Now, we're not just talking about surface damage here to some trim. We're talking about every single sill around the perimeter of the house was infested with termites. They made their way across the foundation, into the sills, up the studs, 8 to 10 feet into the structure of the house. They went up and they went across, into the floorboards and into the floor joists. We found out pretty fast that we had no legal recourse, and our only option was to start fixing things. Room by room, wire by wire, pipe by pipe, stick by stick, we replaced everything in this house over the last 6 years. From 2010 to 2016, we have not stopped ripping things apart and rebuilding. We try to reclaim and reuse as much wood as we possibly can, but each year we still manage to fill a dumpster. And each year things get a little better. Oh yeah, we had a baby in the middle of all this. After 3 years of just repairing things, we decided to do something special, so we added a room. Now we're almost done. This is the last wall of the house. Now, living here hasn't been all bad. The house was definitely a nightmare, but the land was a blank slate. The property consists of 18 acres, 8 of which is a yard and this beautiful pasture. We also have 10 acres of woods, which is filled with wildlife, and abuts 75 or 100 acres of protected woods. If you're going to have a farm, you got to have a farm tractor. This is a 1961 Ford 641 Workmaster. The property also came with a barnrage. It's a barn and a garage. When we got here, it was filled with chickens. But in the 60s, it was filled with ponies. Attached to the back of the barnrage is hoop house number 1. It's 40 feet long, and I built it in '09. Hoop house number 2 came along in 2014. Our hoop houses are mostly for tomatoes. We grow a lot of awesome tomatoes. The Vino in Vino farm came along in '09. It was a 10-year dream to have a vineyard. We planted half of it in '09 and the other half in 2010. We do get some grapes, but we realized pretty quickly that it's difficult to grow grapes organically in New England. So we've been transitioning from our weaker grapevines into apple trees trained in an espalier style, and it's going pretty well so far. We also have a patch of 75 blueberry bushes which are filled with more flowers than I've ever seen. It's going to be a good year for blueberries. Oh, and did I mention that we have bees? Yeah, we've got some bees. We got here 9 years ago, planted a bunch of things, rebuilt a house, we had a kid. And through all the difficulties and challenges, it's been comforting to know I've had my best friend by my side. Which reminds me, I forgot to introduce you to Pepper, the greatest dog on planet Earth. Pepper is from Puerto Rico. She was a street dog, rescued in 2004 from a beach and brought to snowy New England. She's 12 now and slowed down quite a bit, but in her prime, she's still the fastest dog I have ever seen. Here's some other wildlife around the farm.
It's cute.
Our house came with a peace pole, and we like peace, so we kept it. The previous owners did leave one other thing behind. An old stone building, built in 1975. From 1976 to 2002, this was a full-scale commercial sourdough bread bakery. Would you like to see what's behind that door? Don't forget to subscribe, because we're just getting started. Thanks for watching.